Hello, let's have a look how recursion problems can be solved using stack and tree method. First, we have in the last lecture we have discussed about the stack method. Today we are going to discuss about the tree method first. Okay, so have a look here when main is called. So main, this is our main function. So main is calling a function, that is function 3. If 3 function is called, function 3 is calling with 3 value. That means value of n is 3. Okay, now there are two different tasks are there. If value of n is greater than 0, then there are two different tasks. One is printf, another one is calling the function n with n minus 1 value. So there are two different tasks. First, if n is greater than 0, yes, n is 3 now. So there are printing of n minus 1. So 2 will be printed and function call of n minus 1, that is 2. So then again, so this is the first task, it will be done. So output will be 2 and it will call again recursively the same function will call, and with here it will call with one value, that is printing of the first task is n minus 1, printing of 1 and calling of again for this one calling of function n minus 1, 2 minus 1, that is 1. Okay. So this will be done first. So printing of 1. So when this is called, there are again two tasks because n is greater than 0. So printing of 0 and calling of function f with 0 value. So printing of 0 will be done first, then function 0 will be called. If 0 with a function f is called with 0 values, then nothing to happen here because n must be greater than 0. This will not execute if n is 0 here. So the output will be 2 1 0. And how many stacks, or what is the stack size or the depth of the stack? Depth of the stack is this, that is this is the first, this is the second. So here main will be loaded here, main is loaded here, then this f of 3 will be called here, then f of 2 will be called, this printf will be there, then function 2, then this one, then this one. So there are 1 2 3 4 5, there 5 depth, the depth of the stack will be 5. Let's have another example. Try to pause the video and try to solve it this by yourself. I am calling the function f with one value, that is 3 value. Okay, so if I call f with 3 values, there are 3 different tasks. Task 1 is what? It is the printing of n. So printing of 3, calling of function with n minus 1 value, there is 2 value, and printing of 3 value. Okay, so this is the first case. So this will be printed, 3 will be printed first, then function 2 will be called recursively without executing this print. So it will be there. So without executing this, function 2 will be called. So printing of n, that is 2, function call of n minus 1, that is 1, and printing of 2. Okay, so again this will be printed, 2 will be printed, function 1 will be called with 3 calls are there, printing of 1. Okay, function call of n minus 1, that is 0, and printing of n, that is 1 will be printed. Okay, so when this 1 is printed again, so 3 2 1 is printed, this 0 will not do anything because when this function is called with 0 value, n must be greater than 0. So this will not do anything, it will return back. This is done, this is done. So printing of again 1, then this will be printed, 2 will be printed, then 3 will be printed. So this way, so output will be 3 2 1 1 2 3. So this will be the output for this case. What is the depth of the stack in this case? 1 2 3 4. With 4 size stack we can able to implement this code. Next, this example. Okay, we are calling the function f with 3 value. There are 3 different calls. So for n greater than 0, there are 3 different calls. Function f with n minus 1 value, that is 2, printing of n, that is 3 value, and function of 2, that is with n minus 1, that is 2 value. Function 2 will be called with 3 because n is greater than 0, 3 tasks are there. So first task is function call of 1, printing of n, that is 2, and function call of 1. Again function call of 1 is there, n is greater than 0. So, there are 3 call, function call of 0, printing of 1 and function call of 0. Okay. So, here we try to function call of 0, this will not do anything, because if n is greater than 0, then only these statements need to be executed. So, printing of 1, function of 0, this will do nothing. I will come here, printing of 2, function 1. Function 1 when is called, this is the output. So, you can repeat this thing, the output is 1. Okay. So, this is done, function 2 is whole done, printing of 3, Again we are calling this function 2, and we know what is the output of function 2 call. So, output is 1 to 1. So, 1 to 1, we can directly write this thing, and this way we can solve this particular thing. And what is the depth? 1, 2, 3, 4, and with 4 stack we can able to solve the problem. Okay. So, if we have we try to solve this problem, like the first problem, now we are trying to solve the first problem using stack. Okay. This is our first problem. Okay, assuming this is our first problem, let's have a look how we can solve this problem using stack. Okay. Now have a look here. So, assuming this is our stack, this is the call of main is calling f of 3, f of 3 is called, there are 2 tasks, one is printing of n minus, this is n minus 1, this is n minus 1. Okay. So, this is n minus 1, have a look, this is n minus, this is n minus call of n minus 1. Okay. This is call of n minus 1. So, call of n minus 1, that is printing of n minus 1, or that is printing of 2, and function call of n minus 1, that is 2. So, printing of 2 will be printed, function 2 will be called, f of this is f of 2, this function is f of 2. When f of 2 is called, there are 2 tasks, one is printing of n minus 1, that is 1, and function call of 1. So, printing of 1, function call of 1, this is function call of 1. Okay. Here the value of n is function call of 1. So, here n is 1. So, printing of 0 and function call of 0. When function call of 0 will happen, this is function call of 0. So, it will do nothing because the condition is not satisfied. So, this is here it is 0 is printed. So, this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done, and we will come back main, and the output will be 2, 1, 0, and every by this way we can able to solve the problem. Now, where we use a stack method, where the problem is large, where the problem is very small, then you can use the tree method to solve the problem. Okay. Thank you. If you have any query, please write in the comment section.